that we fly is the Extra 300. It is purpose-built for aerobatics. It has ailerons that span the entire length of the wing, and it gives the aircraft a roll capability of 420 degrees in less than a second, which is pretty fast. Now, as the others has rejoined the back of the formation there, the team are now in box formation there, are 12 feet from wingtip to wingtip here. We actually hold the Guinness World Record for flying the most number of consecutive formation loops. The Blade's going to show you what that looks like now as they go over the top for the loop. Now, as they reach the bottom of this loop, the team leader is going to bend the formation right round in front of us, showing off the underneath of our aircraft. This is the Aerobatic box bend. And it is called Spitfire Roll. In 2008. Spent 4 years as our solo display pilot before he took over as leader of the team back in 2012. Now for this next move, the Blades are going to set themselves up and they're going to hold their positions as they come all the way down the display line. Blade 4 and 11, he's going to be upside down. Everybody else is going to be doing what we call putting in a boot full of rudder. They are going to hold this position, and this is how the Blades do crazy flying.
She'll be down.
The Blade 2 position with one of the directors of 2XL, the parent company of the Blades, and the offer a former Harrier pilot from the Air Force and a former leader of the Red Arrows. Now, as the Blades come back towards us, they're going to put up at half-second intervals into the vertical as they go over the top here for the snake. I wonder what it would feel like to do that, then I have good news for you, and that is that you can find out. As well as being a display team, we also operate as an aerobatic airline, and that means we take people just like you, we put you in the front seat of those aeroplanes that you can see there, and we take you looping and rolling in close formation at the hands of a former Red Arrows pilot. Buzz Aldrin has done it, Anton Deck have done it, and just last year James Corden came and did it. You can join them and become our next passenger. But for now, we're moving into the second half formation. Cutting is going to call to split the team in two in the fan break. And that break leaves blades 2 and 3 on the far left and right hand side. They're going to pull up into the vertical now to form the pairs long to back. If you look out into the distance, you'll see blades 1 and 4 climbing into the sky. They are going to stall their aircraft towards one another and cross a few feet apart for the beat-to-beat cross. Now the extra is built with a fuel tank that will allow this aeroplane to fly upside down for 5 minutes, pushing negative G the whole time. We're not going to do it for 5 minutes, but we are going to show you a little bit of inverted flying. We have blade 1, Mark Cutmore. He is upside down, just a few feet apart from his teammate Andy Evans, who's the right way round. Cutting is going to push negative G as Andy pulls positive G side by side as they climb into the vertical, stalling away from each other at the top as the mirror stall split. Now in this next manoeuvre, the pilots are really going to show you what they can do with this aircraft. They're going to use the propeller as a giant gyroscope, and this is actually going to allow them to tumble the aircraft, so the tail going over the front of the engine in synchronisation. This is the twin tumble.
Windmills over there just like this one.
As blades 1 and 4 complete their tumble sequence, they are leading the way clear for blades 2 and 3, who are coming back towards us with their smoke on once again. Blade 2 is flying a quick barrel roll around blade 3 there. They're going to pull in front of one another in the 1v1 split. Flying off to the right here, we have blade 3, Miles Garland. Miles was a Harrier pilot in the Air Force. During his time in the Red Arrows, he was the leader of the synchro pair. Miles is actually one of the founding team members of the Blades. He's the only team member who has flown in all 4 positions as Blades 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now Miles and Chris are going to fly directly towards each other once again. They're going to start to pull up into the vertical just before they meet in the middle. And as they fly away from each other, they're each going to perform a series of synchronised rolls. They're leading the way clear for Blades 1 and 4, who are flying back towards us once again. Now, they have their smoke on, and Blades 1 and 4 are going to climb into the vertical to 2,500 feet exactly. When they reach that height, they're going to put the aircraft onto its side. Using a combination of controlled stick input and rudder pedal manoeuvre, they're going to flick the tail around 3 times in the double knife edge dive. During those 3 rotations, blades 1 and 4 actually lose 1,000 feet in height. Now taking centre stage once again, back for a little bit more, is the fantastic Mr. Andy Evans, our solo display pilot, flying off to the left there. He's about to put his aircraft through the centrifuge, and when he completes the centrifuge, he's going to control it just on the rudder pedals as the knife slides back towards the ground. Now in the Air Force, Andy was a Jaguar pilot. He was also in the Red Arrows for 3 years, and he's yet another founding team member of the Blade. Andy has a slightly more powerful version of the Extra. He's flying the Extra 330 here this afternoon. Andy's going to show off that power for you now as he puts out a little bit of smoke, and he's actually going to allow his aircraft to fall backwards through the line, through the smoke trail, and the weight of the engine that closes the airplane will just ease him out of that fall. Now, as he completes that manoeuvre, Andy has already spotted all of his Blades teammates. He's going to fly directly towards Blades 1, 2 and 3 and pull up underneath Blade 1's smoke for the goose manoeuvre as Blades 2 and 3 simultaneously barrel roll around Blade 1 for the Gatling. Cromer, but thank you very much for watching. You've been a fantastic crowd and it's been a pleasure to be back here once again. If you would like to stay in touch with the team as we complete our 10th display season, then we would love to hear from you. If you're on Twitter, we are at the Blades team. If you're a Facebook user, we're the Blades Aerobatic team. But please do keep in touch. Let us see any photos that you've taken here this afternoon. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. If you would like to find out about becoming one of our